All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is on to heat number one. Joey Smith, Brian Edwards have the front row. Timmy Martin, Ed Jones have the second row. Edmund Jones and Robbie Keneally on the third row. Vern Spring rounding out heat number one. We'll be minimizing how much we talk about Vern here tonight just so I don't jinx him again. He was not happy about getting the broadcaster curse last night. Oh, cool, Ian. Now I've got to look up, I'll have to remember to look up world famous SoBo bologna burger after the race. It's a good thing I just ate dinner. I'd be complaining about being hungry right now. All 7 drivers take to the track, waiting for the pace car to get rolling. Joey Smith leading him around with Brian Edwards. Pace car is in. Here they come out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air there. Down and away. It's SoBo. And already trying to make it 3 and 4 wide at the back of the pack. Ed Jones battling. Ed Jones gets together with, I believe that's Brian Edwards. They both stumble. Joey Smith still in the lead. Timmy Martin in second. Let's see if we can get another angle on that incident. It looks like the 74 is already loose. Coming down the track, Ed Jones just ran out of room. Now Timmy Martin is battling it out. He goes to the lead. Joey Smith, Edmund Jones side by side. Robbie Keneally trying to take advantage. Keneally goes down to the bottom, slips by Joey, jumps up into third. Timmy Martin, though, in the lead. Ed Jones in second. Edmund Jones, rather, in second. Robbie Keneally in third. They're coming around to get 2 to go here. Okay, Ian, put the Twitter account name in the comments so I can look it up during warm-up. 2 to go for Timmy Martin. He is starting to pull away from Edmund Jones, and Joey Smith just shoots to the bottom. Looks like there was a little bit of chaos behind. White flag is in the air, though, for Timmy Martin. Down the back straightaway, he has got a 1 3/4 second lead over the battle behind him. Timmy Martin comes out of turn 4. He'll win heat number 1. Joey Smith is coming home second. Robbie Keneally in third. Edmund Jones in fourth. On to heat number 2. We will see Andrew Thornton and Josh Doobie on the front row. Aaron Clark, Harold Rothery on the second. Kyle Martin and Matt Hayden of the third row. And I believe Cotterman is not in the race. They get rolling. Thank you, Ian. Andrew Thornton leading him around for the pace lap. Andrew Thornton, Josh Doobie, side by side. Aaron Clark, Harold Rothery, Kyle Martin, and Matt Oven Mitts Hayden. Hey, where's the Oven Mitts posse tonight? Rachel Ray's not here, and the rest of Oven Mitts fan club. Pace car dropping in. Here they come. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away for heat number 2. Side by side into turn 1. Andrew Thornton shoots out to the lead. Joe, big one back behind. 4 cars involved. Kyle Martin, Harold Rothery, Aaron Clark involved. See if we can see what happened as they go off through the turn. Oh, it looked like, I think Rothery may have came down just a hair as Kyle was trying to run up off the turn. Or did Kyle get into the car in front of him first? It's hard to tell. Multiple things happening at once there. Meanwhile, Andrew Thornton, Josh Doobie, and Matt Hayden, the top 3, Matt 5 1/4 seconds behind. But he is gaining. He just ran the fastest lap of the night. Meanwhile, Doobie goes to the bottom. And Josh Doobie goes to the lead at South Boston. Andrew Thornton still within striking distance, and Matt Hayden is closed down to 5 seconds. But with 3 to go, not enough time, I think, to close that entire gap unless these top 2 make a mistake. Doobie down the front straightaway. He gets 2 to go. Harold Rothery got rolling again. Aaron Clark is on pit road. Kyle Martin got rolling again, but he is a lap down in 5th. And white flag for Josh Doobie. Out of turn 2, he opens the gap just a little more over Andrew Thornton, down through 3 and 4, and Josh Doobie wins heat number 2. Andrew Thornton comes home second. Matt Oven Mitts Hayden in third. Harold Rothery, Kyle Martin round out the top 5. On to the B main. We'll see Brian Edwards up front. Aaron Clark will get to move up next to Ed Jones, Kyle Martin, and Vern Spring rounding out the field. Everybody on track. They're about to get rolling. Just realized Brian Edwards did not take the grid. One more time around, Aaron Clark and Ed Jones will lead him down. Kyle Martin, Vern Spring getting caught up in a little bit of chaos in both of their heats, trying to make their way back up for a good starting position in the feature. Don't forget, right after this race, we are going to Enduro tonight. Pace car is in. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. And it looked like Ed Jones was giving Aaron Clark a little help into turn 1. And look, Kyle Martin is on the, oh! Kyle Martin is on the wall. Kyle Martin is flipping. What happened to Kyle here? That was Kyle that got the run up on Aaron Clark. Looked like he had to pull down to make sure he didn't hit him. And Kyle went for a tumble. Vern Spring currently on pit road. Aaron Clark in the lead. Ed Jones in second. Vern Spring in third. Kyle Martin in fourth. Aaron Clark turning the fast lap right now. Eight laps to go. Aaron Clark has a 3.2 second lead over Ed Jones and is about to come into lap traffic. Vern Spring back in third. Kyle Martin back in fourth. Not Kyle, just in front of our leader. Kyle moving down the track, letting Aaron Clark by. Kyle Martin goes to pit road. Now Aaron has a 3-second lead over Ed Jones. Ed has found some speed here tonight. He is charging forward. Vern Spring currently in third. Looking to see if Kyle, doesn't look like Kyle's going to return to the track. Four laps to go for Aaron Clark. The field pretty well spread out. 3.2 seconds is the lead over Ed Jones. Ed now 11 seconds ahead of Ed Jones. Kyle Martin did come back out on track and just set the fastest lap of the night. He is missing some body panels, so, and it looks like Vern Spring has crashed. Vern gets a little bit low on the apron, comes up off the turn, and gets a little loose. White flag is in the air for Aaron Clark. He started out front, he pulled away, and has been untouchable in the B main. Aaron Clark wins the B main at SoBo. Ed Jones comes home in second, Vern comes home third, and Kyle Martin finishes fourth. Though worth noting that Kyle Martin has the fastest lap of the night thus far. On to the warm-up. We'll let you watch some of the drivers. Meanwhile, I am going to Twitter to look up this famous bologna burger. Okay, that is pretty funny. I'll have to read a lot more about that later on. So far in warm-up, Robbie Keneally is the fastest, and he actually beat Kyle Martin's fast lap. Josh Doobie currently second fastest, Kyle Martin in third, Timmy Martin fourth, and Andrew Thornton rounding out the top 5. Who is your pick? Drop in the comments, tell us who your pick is for the winner here tonight. Ed Jones Sr. has a ton of speed tonight. Warm-up comes to a close. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go racing from South Boston. All right, here is your lineup. Ed Jones Sr., Aaron Clark have the front row. Harold Rothery and Edmund Jones on the second row. Matt Oven Mitts Hayden and Robbie Keneally have the third row. Andrew Thornton and Joey Smith the fourth row. Josh Doobie, Timmy Martin rounding out the top 10. Vern Spring in 11th. Kyle Martin in 12th. Brian Edwards will move up to 13th. All right, here we go. Pace cars are out. Thank you for the gifted subs. Appreciate it. I know these guys will appreciate it too. One more time around, then we're going racing. 40 laps at South Boston at 16 seconds a lap or less. This will get exciting really quick. We could see some chaos as well. Might have to ride along with a few of the drivers, because SoBo is always a good show from the cockpit. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away. Ed Jones Sr. jumps to an early lead. A lot of guys bouncing off the wall in the back straightaway. Here comes Oven Mitts down to the bottom. Oh, we have a wreck behind. Caution is out for the first time. Looks like McRecken may have gotten caught up in this when he gets a run. Gets under Joey. They get together. A little bump from behind and several cars go around. It's like Brian Edwards involved in it. Vern Spring involved in it. Vern really needs to consider getting a lucky rabbit's foot, a golden horseshoe, a four-leaf clover, and whatever else he can find to get some good luck in that rig. He had almost cleared it, did a good job of minimizing the damage. And I must say, a bit of a pretty spin there. Can somebody loan Vern Spring a little bit of luck? So Matt Hayden and Andrew Thornton will start up front. Josh Doobie, Edmund Jones on the second row. Ed Jones Sr. has drifted back to 5th. Aaron Clark in 6th. Timmy Martin, Harold Rothery, Joey Smith, and Brian Edwards rounding out the top 10. Here we go again. Green back in the air. Matt Hayden to the lead quickly. Here comes Doobie to the bottom. Andrew Thornton able to hold him off, at least for the moment. Can he keep it going? Meanwhile, Edmund Jones currently in 4th. Ed Jones in 5th. Aaron Clark in 6th. Timmy Martin 7th. Harold Rothery. Look at this mess. From about 5th place on back, they're all still nose to tail battling for position. Joey Smith trying to make something happen. Robbie Keneally pulls ahead though. Fastest lap last time was Ed Jones Sr. Meanwhile, Oven Mitts out front by half a second. Caution is out. Looks like Harold Rothery involved in this one. Comes Harold down the front straightaway. I think we might have grabbed the wrong replay there. Let's try this again. There's Harold Rothery. Oh, we saw it in the heats. Just gets too low, loses the back end, collects Joey Smith, and collects Vern Spring as well. Vern right behind, just nowhere to go, and it happened so fast Vern couldn't even get out of the gas. Right at the point where they're just getting back to the throttle. So Matt Hayden still in the lead, Doobie in 2nd, Andrew Thornton 3rd, 4th is Edmund Jones. And what about 5th place? Ed Jones, the fastest lap of the night so far. Could this be the night Ed Jones Sr. whoops them all? I have been saying for weeks, it's going to happen before you know it. Maybe tonight is that night. Everybody stacked back up, getting ready. Here we go, back to green. Matt Hayden quickly to the front. And look at this, Edmund Jones up on the high side, getting past Andrew Thornton. He has a run, loses a little bit on corner entry, but gets a much better run off. And that time, Andrew Thornton, though, manages to clear. Meanwhile, a lot of battling going on mid-pack. Timmy Martin got the wall a little bit out of the turn last time. Oh, Kyle gets together with with Aaron Clark. McRecken showing why he got his nickname. Matt Hayden just at the fastest lap of the race. And Josh Doobie staying right in his tire tracks. Andrew Thornton now battling Edmund Jones for 3rd. And remember, Edmund Jones is the points leader. Matt Hayden just 3 points behind As they run right now, I do believe Matt would end up taking the points lead. So he definitely wants this battle to go on and Andrew Thornton to hold Edmund back, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to hold him for long. Oh! Edmund's around! Caution is out! Did Edmund get too low into the turn? Like we've seen, he sent it in deep that time. Everybody manages to get clear. Close call for a lot of drivers. Matt Hayden trying to get that win for Rachel Ray here tonight. He said she had been disappointed. Last week he said Rachel had been disappointed that he had not been to victory lane in a while. However, he does have 2 wins on the season. Vern Spring getting waved back around to the lead lap. Josh Doobie in second. Andrew Thornton in third. Every time I look at Doobie's car, I want to go grab my guitar. Can't imagine why. Lights should be going out on the pace car this time. They stack back up side by side. Pace car about to drop in. Get ready for some excitement. Just past the halfway point. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Matt Hayden back to the lead. Robbie Keneally now to second. Keneally has made passes up on the high side better than anybody tonight. Plus, he has just been the best at wreck avoidance as well. Andrew Thornton now to fourth. Kyle Martin to fifth. And you know Matt Hayden is loving this one. Edmund Jones currently in 11th. As they run, Matt Hayden would take the points lead. Josh Doobie in second. Robbie Keneally in third. Oh! We've got another one back behind caution. Andrew Thornton caught up in this one. Kyle Martin right behind Andrew. Kyle, I think, might have given Thornton a bit of a love tap. Timmy Martin caught up in it as well. Joey Smith right there. Oh, Timmy is the one that got into Andrew and sent him tumbling. Andrew does manage to right the car. He did not have to tow the pit road. Robbie Keneally has definitely got the high side hustle going here tonight, Chance. Doobie in second. Keneally as third. Ed Jones Sr. in fourth. Aaron Clark in fifth. Don't forget, right after this race, and I do mean just a few moments after this race, it's going to be enduro time, and I got to pick it, so you guys are in for a treat. Although a few of the drivers did say I was sadistic and a few other words I can't repeat. Green flag is in the air. Matt Hayden still has the lead. Doobie in second, Keneally in third. Ed Jones continues. Every race this season, Ed Jones has been up in the top 5 competing. Bad luck has kept him back. I expect to see Ed Jones Sr. battling for a championship next season. And I just about guarantee he'll be in victory lane before the end of the season. Aaron Clark now in 5th. Kyle Martin at the back of the field. Let's take a ride around with McRecken. Out of turn 4, back down into turn 1. You see the start-finish line is not the center of the front straightaway. It's almost into turn 1. Back down the back straightaway. You see how bumpy the track is. He has to work that throttle and his hands to keep that car going the right way. Back into turn 1 as he gains on the side-by-side battle ahead of Harold Rothery and Edmund Jones. And back around to the start-finish line. McRecken did that lap in 16.64 seconds. That tells you just how fast these guys are going around this track. Oh, caution is out. Caution is out with just a few laps left to go. Aaron Clark involved. Oh, and it looks like Aaron gets together with Edmund. Almost looked like they were hooked together. Oh, they did. The back bumpers look like they hooked for a second, and that sent Edmund around and Aaron up the track. You know, Chance, I have to say, back in the early days of sim racing, I was definitely an outside line guy, and I can tell you, if you could run the outside, man, you always in contention for a win. So Matt Hayden and Robbie Keneally will start on the front row. Robbie has been making his way to the front, pulling that old high side hustle. He has made it work. Now can he get past Oven Mitts? Here they come out of the turn. They stack up. What in the world just happened? I think there was a little chaos on the restart. Caution already back out. Josh Doobie involved. That entire inside line led by Matt Hayden. Joey Smith obviously having some problems. That entire inside line looked like it checked up just a little bit. And trying to avoid everything, Joey Smith gets involved. Let's take a look, if we can, at the restart here. Looks like that outside line just tried to take off too early. Matt's been varying up his restarts every time to make sure he has an advantage. The outside line just tried to get on it too early. So now we'll go to a green, white, checkered. Chris, I have to say, he's one of the few that has not been spun tonight. Matt Hayden, Robbie Keneally have the front row. Robbie being extremely strong up on the high side here tonight. And it looks like, there they go, they're getting stacked back up. Let's watch this one from the chopper. Pace car is in. There they go. Matt fires early green. Oh! Ed Jones and Doobie get together, but they both hold on to it. Everybody behind checks up just enough that they're not involved. Kyle McRacken almost goes to the outside wall. Meanwhile, Hayden and Keneally down to the bottom. White flag is in the air. Which one is it going to be? Keneally nose ahead down the back straightaway. Down through 3 and 4, it'll be a drag race to the finish line. Keneally pushes as hard as he can. It is Robbie Keneally with the win. Matt Oven Mitts Hayden comes home in second. Josh Doobie finishing third. And let's see if we can get a quick word with our top three before we head to the Enduro. Hey Josh, this is Doug. You got me? Josh Doobie, this is Doug. You got me? Alright, well, it looks like he might be having some technical difficulties. And it looks like Matt Hayden. There's Matt. Hey, Oven Mitts, this is Doug. You got me?
How's it going, Doug?
Hey, man. Second place, that was quite a final battle there at the end, but you got to be happy Edmund finishes 6 spots behind.
Yeah, like I said, mainly was getting the bonus points, leading most laps, because that's 5-6 point difference just doing that. So, or place difference. So, yeah, man, just another frustrating race where dominate the whole thing and then lose it at the end. So it's becoming an MO.
Well, you still had a great finish, a great race. You did dominate. You'll get the most points out of this one, and you're definitely going to take the points lead here tonight.
Yeah, we're happy about that. Robbie had a great race, man. He, I knew he was catching me the second to last restart. He was kind of drawing up on me, and I knew he was going to be close. I just needed to hold that line and let him have the inside. And God, I thought I had him on that drag race. I thought I'd get him back at the start finish line, but didn't work. We'll move on to the next.
Well, good luck in the remainder of the night, and great job here tonight.
Thanks, Doug.
All right, Oven Mitts comes home second, but it is Robbie Keneally with the win. Robbie, great run and a very quiet move to the front.
Yeah, man, for sure. That was a really fun one coming up through the field there.
It did look like somehow or another you managed to avoid just about everything. You had a pretty clean race.
No, yeah, for sure. It was just the cautions were kind of crazy, so I was just getting up there patiently, and we ended up getting it done.
Well, man, that was one heck of a win, and I do believe you're first in the league.
I don't know about that. We'll see, but if I am, that's pretty cool, for sure.
Well, great job tonight, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, I think Robbie misunderstood. I meant his first win in the league. My bad. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Some enduro chaos just ahead.